Welcome back. You're still watching Starting Lineup. You know what? This has been a one-of-a-kind season in the UAAP men's basketball tournament because there is a literal log jam right in the middle of the race to the Final Four. Now, two crucial games are about to decide the fate of half of the teams in the league. So we brought in one of our UAAP analysts to help break down scenarios in the upcoming game day happening tomorrow. So welcome back to the show, Paul Zamar.
Thank you, thank you.
Two big shows, two big games rather tomorrow.
Yes, two big games tomorrow, and the first one is of course Adamson and LaSalle. Of course, let's talk about Adamson first. They're in a must-win situation. They're part of that log jam I just mentioned. So Paul, ano yung kailangan nilang gawin? What do they have to do to beat LaSalle tomorrow?
Well, they need a closer. You know, Adamson has always proven that they can come back at any point of the game. They can push you kahit mag-overtime. But the problem with them is they're losing this guy, Matthew Montebon. I think he's their best closer. You know, in the end game, you want the ball in the hands of your best ball handler, best scorer, best playmaker for the team. So he's been inconsistent this whole season. Streaky, yeah. But I think for Adamson to make it to the Final Four, and they still have a chance.
Yes.
As bad as they have played, they started, they still have a chance. They need the old Matthew Montebon to come back.
Yeah, we talked about that at the pregame also the other day when we did that. This is a team that is on a 3-game losing streak. At yung tatlong talo na yon, to your point, Paul, dikit lahat, 1 point, 2 point, last possession, parang ganon. If it's not Matthew, because he is the streaky guy, who should they look at? Are we looking at Erolon or Torres or Cedric or all of them, especially because LaSalle is also going to be desperate?
Isa pa, Boom, no? We were covering Adamson's game when it went to overtime against FEU.
Yan na, yung
Torres.
Correct,
I think Torres is one of their best scorer, shooter in their team. So, pag nabigay sa kanya, maybe it's his chance.
He did well the other day also. Yeah, kapos lang.
Speaking of scorers naman, talking about LaSalle, of course, it's the post-KQ era. We already know that. And one guy really stepping up, kahit rookie pa lang, si Jacob Cortez. What are your thoughts on him? And what should his role be tomorrow in that match against Adamson?
Well, Jacob is not a rookie anymore. He's a rookie veteran.
Rookie, yeah.
He won championship with San Beda. With what he did for San Beda in the championship game against Mapua the last time, I think he can do it with LaSalle. And the role of Jacob Cortez, munti ko na mabanggit, Mike Cortez. But, you know, Jacob just have to be their best closer. Kasi they have to move on from that KQ era. And it's a chance for him to show his blood, Cortez blood, wearing the green and white.
Okay, so the last game was his worst game in a LaSalle uniform. I think he shot 2 of 14, if I'm not mistaken. So, if that happens, and with all of the injuries, tsaka nadagdagan pa, di ba? I remember Sophie Espiritu was talking about Lebron Daep, you know, sick and all that, and won't be able to join the team. What's the option if it's not Jacob Cortez?
You know, they have to do it by committee. You know, ang dami namang recruits ng LaSalle. It's not just Jacob Cortez or Motor Mike, diba? Now, wala na si Kian Baclaan. Wala na si Mason Amos. So, they have to do it by committee as a team, you know, para hindi rin masyadong mapagod si Jacob, you know. Maybe lighten the load. Guys coming off the bench, give energy right there. So, you just have to give your best every single time you come in.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the next team. And because we also have the matchup between Ateneo and UP, correct? So,
Battle of Katipunan.
Battle of Katipunan. Yes. Sabi nga natin. Okay, so Ateneo, they continue to free fall. Is it still salvageable, and what's the key?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You know, their best player have been hobbled since that UST game. I think he's been killing that game, but...
Are we talking about Bahay?
Jared Bahay.
Okay.
Sorry, Jared Bahay. Yes. You know, but he's been playing hurt, but he's playing his hearts out for Ateneo. But for Ateneo to be successful, you know, all hands on deck. You know, Coach Tab is gonna do his best, you know, coaching them, bringing the best out of them. But for guys, they just have to give their best and, you know, contribute in any other way. You know, defense, you know, diving for loose balls, you know, getting second chance opportunities, you know, all hands on deck.
What happened to them, Paul, in your eyes? Na-check sila kay Manny Ladi and then sila Escobar, these guys. Jayden Lazo has not found the stroke also. In your eyes, what happened to them in this losing streak of theirs?
No, they just struggled offensively, you know, but they're defensively, they're good. They're hustling, you know, they're getting multiple stops. But it's just unfortunate that they're struggling offensively, but also their injuries hurt them a lot.
Yeah, Divine Adili, and then as you
beyond their
mentioned,
control.
Yeah, that guy Jared Bahay, whom we saw on your screens.
Well, now the other team that's in control, though, well, kind of, is UP, right? They're not really into that logjam, aside from the other three schools or teams that we were talking about earlier. So for UP, I guess since Ray Remogat has already, you know, found his groove recently in the past few games, how dangerous will they be moving forward?
Yeah, you
talking
see,
about UP.
Sorry, Sam. You see their team standings, as Sam was talking about. May separation na,
Right.
9-3. They're safely in the Final Four, but they're not yet safe in terms of the top two.
Yeah.
Yung UST naghahabol pa. But to Sam's question, ano bang nakikita mo dito sa UP? They've completely recovered?
No, they're looking dangerous. They're picking at the right time, you know. You always want to pick at the right time, especially when it's playoff time, when it terms of basketball. So I think UP has been pushing the right buttons as of the moment. And especially with their big guys stepping up. Ayun, nabanggit nyo nga, Ray Remogat has already acclimated himself with a guard-heavy team, you know. You will not be short of playmakers with UP. And they need every game to get all the momentum they can get to get into the Final Four and get the top two.
Top two, kasi safe laying NU dun sa spot na yon. And then, of course, there's the one last spot na naglalaban yung UP and UST.